All right, I think I got it. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for all the downloads. Thank you for listening to me. I just hope my voice is what you're looking for as far as inspiration and, just if you feel like you're searching for something. I really appreciate everyone who's listening to me. Everything I do with my podcast and just representing myself is always with love. It's always with, I'm equal to you guys. You guys are all amazing. I mean, we wouldn't even be here without us regular people. I'm just a regular person. I just feel like now is the time for the regular people. It's our turn. So my name is just introducing myself. My name is Jennifer Martinez and I am a practitioner for QHHT, which is Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique. It's absolutely a beautiful technique. Any answer you ever want answered, this accesses the all knowing part of ourselves. So we're really amazing, each and every one of us, no matter what your situation is, no matter how you feel right now, you are amazing. I want you to know that. Like, no matter what situation you're in, no matter what, you are amazing. You have just practiced a certain way, and so you only see it a certain way. But, we're creatures of habit. So if you could, just, um, if you don't see yourself that way, is my point. It's like you really are amazing. And someone needs to tell you it. You're searching for it. You're searching for yourself. You're searching for who knows what you're searching for. But there's this part of us that continuously is searching for something. And it really just comes down to searching for that God connection. And it doesn't have to be defined as God, it can be the source, it can be the all knowing, it can be the universe. We're really just searching for that connection again. We had it before we came here on this planet, before we became in a body. And when we detach from it, we somehow are always searching for it, but sometimes we don't realize what we're searching for. So I really love quantum healing for this particular reason is that if you feel like you're searching for something, this technique will get you to that point, to get you to what you're actually searching for. Maybe it's a new job, maybe it's a different place on the planet. You're in one state and you want to move, or whatever the case is. It's amazing. And so my name is Jennifer Martinez, and I do quantum healing. And you could go to my website and book a session with me, and that would be at jennifermartinezqhht.com. And if you're not sure of this technique, you could also go to the founder, and her name is dolorescannon.com. She's amazing. She's the one who developed this technique. It's beautiful, it's gentle, anyone can go under. Um, it's not the kind of hypnosis that would make you do things in particular. You're very much aware of what's going on when you go under. You know you're in a room, you know you're lying on a bed, you know that the practitioner is talking to you. So you're very much aware, although you're very much under. So you're able to tap into this memory cell, that we have this memory cellular structure connected to us. We're a multidimensional being. We can tap right into it just by a few words, by putting us under a gentle, easy hypnosis. It really is gentle. It doesn't tap into numbers and accounts. I know a few people were worried about that. It doesn't even use that side of the brain. It literally uses the side that has the memories and the symbols that we use in our dreams at night while we're sleeping. So it's those. It's amazing. It's probably the best experience you'll ever have. with self healing, with holistic healing. I just feel like it's probably one of the top holistic healing um, techniques. It's amazing. You're able to remember anything like a past life. Or just even in your current life, you might have some things that maybe you didn't want to remember but needed to get some healing from it. Because we come to the planet for lessons, for lessons for us to learn, for experience. We're experiencing what it's like to even be in a human body, to be here to help evolve Earth. Earth's very much alive, and she's very much evolving. And things will change in the future. But right now, I feel like focusing on knowing how amazing you really are. And I feel like we tend to worry about maybe the past and hold on to baggage. And this will actually release that baggage doing this technique. Um, it really is a super gentle technique. Um, And I know most of us are searching for something. We're always searching for more. If you haven't noticed, you're always looking for the next come up, the next, what's calling to you, what's making you want more of it, you know? And that's why I love quantum healing. I feel like with quantum healing, you you can have all your answers, all your questions answered. And again, it's gentle. It's it's amazing. You wake up, you see the universe, you just see all of it. You realize your connection to the other side, and that's really it. I just think that we all practice one way or another habits, and they may not be the best habits, but we are masters of limitation. So we limit ourselves. We're very good at limiting ourselves, making ourselves feel like we're nothing less, or, and that's not the truth. I think what we're doing now is trying to let everyone know how amazing you really are, how amazing the human being is. I mean, we're a multidimensional being. We are here in this body, in this place. Although we are in the universe, we're living other parallel lives. Um, Dolores has written about 19 books because she's done this technique for about almost 50 years. And in that, she's probably done over, I don't know, 10,000 plus people. So she's had plenty of experience, plenty of people to ask the same questions. And she was getting these amazingly same answers. She could ask someone, because these are private. So she never went out and told people their business. She wrote these books, but she would change their name, keep their story, but change their name and those kind of things. So that way they can have their identity kept, secret, and, that whole scene and call, yeah. Um, and she was getting the same answers. And I thought that was amazing because she would have a few sessions here in the States, and she'd be in Florida, and she'd be in Arkansas, and she'd be in California, and then she'd go overseas, and she'd go to Australia, Africa, South America, and she just went all over. She didn't tell people their stories. She didn't go parading around saying, "Oh, I asked such and such, and they came up with the same answer." No, she didn't do that. She didn't do that until almost close to the end of her life, when she was writing these books, and she was saying, "Hey, you guys, whoa, I asked this person here, here, and here all these same questions. They didn't know what I asked. So they, had the same answer." I thought it was just beautiful. So right now I'm listening to her three waves of volunteers. I just love Dolores. She's just a beautiful soul. We were so gifted with her presence on earth and her vibration, and it's still here with her books, with her material. And I'm just very thankful for that because I really believe we needed stuff like that. I don't know how we could have ever really evolved or woke up without it. And so, if you haven't experienced any of her books, check it out. Go to her website. She has a YouTube channel. You can go to my website, my YouTube channel, Open to the Universe QHHT. You can check out my YouTube channel there. I have a couple of my past lives that I've lived. Um, they're really cool. I can't even imagine. Just the things that come out of your mouth when you're under is so incredible. And it's generally all good stuff. It's generally healing and able to heal you with the white light and able to really just hook your body up so that essentially you can live the best you. You then learn that, they say you can change anything at any time because essentially it's an illusion. But it is real, it is your reality, but you can change it. Everything and anything can be changed. And that's what's incredible. Don't ever feel like you're stuck. And if you do feel like you're stuck, get a session, have a session done, go to holistic healing. And even if you can't do quantum healing, even if that's not an option for you, find someone else who does self healing because essentially you can heal yourself. We need to stop going to the doctors and all of those places. Um, if that works for you, go to the doctor if you need to, but essentially, you are amazing. You can heal yourself. I also do soul speak, and that is your angels sending messages through your body. So you've made yourself sick, um, or something wrong in your body for a reason. There is a message coming through to you that maybe you don't hear. I just was listening to a story of a girl who just had all these elements. And really, I was going to tell her that her angels were, they're coming through and they're coming through strong. They're saying, hey, you're not on the right path. So, okay, well, this is going to happen and this is going to happen because you come down here with a plan and your angels are your they're your front runners. They're the ones, if you say, hey, I need help right now, I need guidance right now, they're the ones who open that door, who close the door, who open that pathway, who close the pathway. They're helping you get through. They know it's hard. You guys all came down with a plan. Before you came into a body, you actually make contracts with each and every one you come in contact with, relationship wise, mothers, fathers, boyfriend, girlfriend, any of that, husbands, wives, aunts, uncles, any of that. You've somehow made a contract so that way when you came down here, you could learn something, have an experience, learn it, go back to heaven, as we say. It would really just be the universe, if you ask me. But I'm just kind of forming it into that concept is that you essentially need all these experiences, need all these lessons. It makes your soul whole. It makes you become the ultimate being, the ultimate on the other side. That's your whole plan. It really is. And so your angels say, okay, well, we're going to help you, but we can only help you when you ask for it because, see, this is the planet of free will. And so it is up to us to make that decision. Maybe we want to be in the darkness until we really figure it out. And no, we don't want to be in the darkness, but sometimes we think we're stuck there, is what I mean. And we'll say, oh, nope, I can't fix that. It's is what it is. And so when you do that, you keep yourself, you imagine that you're stuck. And so that's what's so beautiful is our imagination. We can actually imagine that we actually are stuck in some of these situations, some of these relationships that we're really not stuck in, but we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to learn from it. If you really step back one step and you could just see, oh, I know why I'm in this relationship, because I need to learn something more from him or her. I need to, be a little bit more in the dark, because see, we're such a beautiful light. We dissolve the dark when we realize that we're light. When we realize we hold this beautiful, magnificent light in us that is God, that is the source, that is who we are. And this is the planet of yin and yang, so good and evil. So yeah, good and good and bad. And we're masters of limitation. So we come here, we limit ourselves, we say, oh no, nope, we're not good. We're just gonna be, we're just gonna make do and try to get through this life, not realizing how amazing we really are. And there's a lot of us waking up. I'm noticing it more and more, and really people stepping up and saying, wait a minute. And that's what's so beautiful. Honestly, it's magnificent. We have amazing, well, every single one of us on this planet is amazing, no matter what. We all come down with a purpose, we all come down with a plan. Um, we're amazing. We really are. And we take on some pretty big roles here, and we take on, just heavy baggage. Sometimes we have baggage from our past life that we should have never been carrying. Essentially, we're supposed to come into each life free and somewhat blindfolded, as far as not knowing that we're a multidimensional being, that we're amazing, that our higher self has lived millions, thousands of lives, hundreds. And some of us are brand new souls. We're sparked right there, brought right down. And you can see those people too. I give them love, because it's not easy to be a human. It's not easy to be the adult. To be like, okay, here we go. I got to be the one that gets up. I've got to be the one that runs the household. I've got to be the one that carries the load. But I think once you acknowledge that you're in that state of mind, you can say, all right, now let's give you that responsibility, and your family, or your situation. We all have different situations, but it's knowing that every day that you get to wake up is a blessing, that you can do whatever you want. You can change your life right from that very second on. Um, Life is very delicate. It's very delicate. We don't realize how delicate it really is. And knowing that we are creatures of habit, like I said, and we've only practiced one way for so long. So doubt, negative, all those, we've practiced that way too much, and always going to someone else to fix us. We can fix ourselves. That's why I say holistic healing. That's why I say self-healing, because we hold the answer that we need. We're the ones, your own individual self. You have the answers you need. I have the answers I need, and they're within us. We can't always tap into it when we're just doing our normal stuff. Our ego kind of steps in, and it wants to hi. It wants to. I love cats. That's awesome. The universe loves me. And we just need to tap into our all-knowing. So it gives us the answers we need. So essentially, then we can release the baggage we don't need, and really just feel light and feel that we can change any situation we need to change. If we're in a bad one, if we feel stuck, you just have to put a little practice in. And yeah, sure, at the very beginning, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard, because it's not something that we're used to, is self-care, self-healing, holistic healing. This is all super brand new to a lot of people still. But I feel like the time is now. It's 2022. How amazing is that? We're literally in the future. If this is not the future, I don't know what to tell you. This is like so future to me that it's beautiful. It's amazing. Wow, we're really in the future right now, and anything is possible. Anything. Um, so you really can be the best you if you choose that. Um, but we have a lot of things to overcome with our own self, and that's why I always suggest a Reiki session that aligns your chakras better, clears them out better. But also quantum healing. It's literally the coolest experience you'll ever have in your life. So if you can't book a session with me, you can go and find a practitioner in your area. But I always suggest actually going to a professional practitioner who knows this technique, because I don't know that you could really go to anyone else and get the same experience. It's a neat thing because you're only going to go one time. You're only going to see that practitioner once, because that's all you need, essentially. Because your higher self during that session, it's like a whole day thing. It's a real deal. Like, you go in, you see your first, you pick your practitioner. If you have multiple to pick from, really just try to do a little research on each one and see who you are drawn to, who resonates with you, because that's so important. I can't even stress that enough. To really hear their voice, to really connect to their views, because the thing is your life is so precious, and it's so, like, you don't want people judging you. You don't need that. You just don't need that. At this point, what you need is some self-love and some self-care, and you don't need to worry about if a practitioner wants to just really get into you. Some of those practitioners I don't understand. I think they just think this is, anyway, I don't want to go into that too much, but most of them are pretty awesome, and they're very clear-minded, and they're very open. So yeah, you can go to my website and book a session with me at jennifermartinezqhht.com, or you can go to the official website, find a practitioner, and that would be officialqhht.com. Read a little bit about Dolores. Her daughter's amazing, Julia Cannon, and she's done a class, Soul Speak, like I was saying earlier, messages from the angels through your body, actually. So generally, the person comes in with a session with me, and I just want to hear all about them. I want to hear their whole life. I want to hear the ups, the downs, the struggles, all of that, because essentially there's patterns in there. When you go under, I don't know what's going to be really important to you. So that's essentially why I want to hear your story and hear what you went through, you know, and I give my suggestions to you, but I don't ever put anything into place to make you feel any kind of way, because you're amazing. You really are amazing. You deserve a session. You deserve love. You deserve all these wonderful things. We really do. So just know, when you do get a session, they're beautiful. It's a 2-hour actual underneath hypnosis. You are actually under that long. It's incredible. You get the best. You can come up with at least, I think I usually suggest like 10 questions, but if you have a lot going on and you really need some answers, 15 is fine. And we talk for a while, you do the session. So it's a whole day thing. So you can always try to plan that one of your days off, or whatever the case may be, take a day off, because it'll be the best experience you could ever want, ever have. It's magnificent. It's gentle. You wake up, you really wake up. And that's what's so cool. You realize is that you don't need all that other stuff. If you need anything, you ask yourself. And you actually have to, because we have lots of personalities. So maybe one second we are one way and the next second we're another. So really, when you ask yourself, you have to be aware that there's other personalities that may come through and give you a suggestion or say something to you through your mind. That's why I just think it's really important to do self-care, because I feel like self-care will lead you to a clearer mind. So that way, when you do ask yourself questions, you'll get a clear answer. Um, but, I always suggest um, just having a session and really feeling it out and really connecting to yourself. It's just a beautiful thing. And so, yeah, just going back to my title, do you feel like you're searching for something? That's the universe calling you. That's the universe saying, hey, you are more than you perceive yourself. You are amazing. I love you. Yeah, the universe is incredible. It's your higher self. It's law of vibration. You put out what you get back. We really need to take those laws in. There's 7 laws and they're just magnificent. And if so, like I said, law of vibration, law, cause and effect, law, so rhythm. So we have all these beautiful, 7 beautiful laws. And oh my goodness, if we just realized that we're pure vibration, if we just right there realize that right there, and you can experience, all you got to do is, for instance, hold the door for the lady in front of you or the guy behind you, or whatever the is right there, or please and thank you. Or, I mean, you'll see by putting that good vibration out, you'll get good back. Guaranteed. Do an example. I mean, go out there, see what I mean. Hold the door for someone, say please and thank you. See how that makes you feel. When you do good, it makes you feel good. And that's what you'll always get back. You'll always get back those good feelings. Why wouldn't you want more good feelings? Negative and bad ones that's exhausting. I think we've already practiced those plenty enough. Why not try another way? Why not suggest doing it a different way and suggest saying, hey, you know what? Maybe I will be nicer today. I know it's a challenge. Geez, I live where it's a challenge, but you know what? That's okay because I know who I am. And that's what I'm hoping for anyone else out there looking and searching for who they are. I actually want to do a meditation that I'll record. And it's such a beautiful meditation. It's very gentle as well. And it's about 15 minutes long, so it's not even that long. 3 parts to it. You gaze into your eyes. Most people can't do it. I mean, I know I've even struggled with it. Like I'll do for 2 minutes each one. And so you have to work your way up to that 5 minutes each one, each part, doing it for 15 minutes total. My brain does get busy. I do have my own struggles. I'm always working on myself gently, loving on myself, and knowing that it's okay if I didn't get this done, or even if I had bad thoughts, or even because look where we're at. We are on Earth, and like I said, this is the yin and yang, and so we're going to experience the negative. It's not like that's going to disappear, but we can really work on ourselves, really love on ourselves and say, okay, hey, I'm going to practice the affirmations every morning. I'm going to write me affirmations out every morning and really just tell myself how amazing I am. And that's perfect. If you can start yourself out with some good stuff, love on yourself, love who you are. You're perfect the way you are. You chose the way you look. That's what we don't realize is we chose everything all about the body, that we go into. And just had a friend pass away not very long ago, and she was quite young. And so I know that when it's time, it's just time, for that person to leave. And it was a car accident. And, some people make it through those and some people don't. But you can't question why they left. You have to realize that they're in whole positive energy again and they're their true self on the other side. And that's what's beautiful and that's what's uplifting. And they're right there. And I'm not sad because I don't want to associate them being gone. I associate them being the best they can be on the other side, whole positive energy, loving energy that we all truly are. And I know and trust her higher self that she'll have a new body and it won't be her, but it'll be a different aspect of her. And maybe her won't be her, maybe her will be he, And so it's pretty neat. It's a world of a million things it could be. And I think that's what's amazing about the universe, magnificent about it, that it's unlimited, that you are worthy of being here when you're here and worthy of the other side when you're not here. You'll come right back if you need to, if you need more experience. That's why I think it's really important to enjoy being here the best you can. And if you can't where you live, that's why I say it's like maybe you need to move. You really need to connect to yourself. You really need to get a session with quantum healing. Even Soul Speak, I could do a session with that person and really just see what's going on in your body and give you a kind of a rundown of what you could have be going on in your life, where you could actually have a better life by doing a few simple new things. And I always suggest that. I never want to push any of this onto anyone because I feel like you need to do it when you need to do it. You needed to shift when it's time for you to shift, not when someone else tells you to shift, not when someone else tells you. No, you need to do it on your own when it feels right. All of it, anything, and always trust yourself. If you can't trust anyone else, trust you, trust your angels, trust the higher self. Know that they're the ones you can count on. They're the ones you can believe in. And we have a lot of belief systems in us. And that's just because of how we were raised. And just know that you're more than that. You're more than that belief system. You are magnificent. You're just limiting yourself. That's why they call us masters of limitation, because we limit ourselves all day long. Negative and, oh, we're not good enough and we can't do that and we can't move here. So you're always doubt, not realizing it though. So that's why I always suggest it to be up to you. When the time is right, you'll move. When the time is right, things will get better. When the time is right, and that's when it's your time. That's what I mean by time. That's when it's your time, when it's time for you. Because we all move when it's time for us to move. We all evolve when it's time for us to evolve. So I always like to do meditations in the morning and connect. Morning is the best for me, but maybe night is the best for you. And I know in my other podcasts, I always suggest not putting too much social media in your mind and the news in your mind. Yes, I know we'd like to know what's going on, but limit it. You don't need to watch it for 5 hours or 4 hours or whatever the case is. Watch it for 10 minutes. Guarantee you'll get all the information you need in 10 minutes. And sometimes putting that in our system, like listening to it, it's not even real. They're trying to manifest their fake news and hoping that you latch on, you make it real. Just saying. You make it real by taking it in and saying, oh gosh, now what? Oh gosh, this is what they did. Oh, because half the time I travel around and I've talked to so many people. I've traveled, I flew, I've sat next to random people I never didn't know their views. I don't know them, but I'm a nice person where it's like people end up like, they just tell me what they think. I don't know. That's quite amazing. I really appreciate that. I am always open to it. I don't judge people. I like when you feel that comfortable with me immediately, that you trust that you can tell me about your life. And there's no judgment there because, see, I've been through a lot in my life that I could never judge anyone else. I've done plenty of things I should never have done, but I realized by looking back, it's with love and forgiveness and lessons I learned, and I learned them. I learned survival. I learned so many things. So I know now this is the part of my life where all I want, because I've always searched, what am I searching for? Half the time I didn't even know what I was even searching for. But once I realized it was love for my own self-care, holistic healing, once I realized that for me, I have just dove in like this beautiful aqua pool that you just want to dive in and swim and feel the water on your skin. We're very much connected to the earth, to the water, to all the elements. So water, wind, fire, metal, all those kind of elements that we're actually very connected to. We take those for granted because we have to live. And sometimes our living conditions are not the best, but just fill yourself out. Maybe you can make it better by doing a few new, simple things that make you feel better, because why not? What do you got to lose when it comes to feeling better? Sadness, that'd be fine. You can lose that. And what will you gain? Happiness? Isn't that incredible? So it's things like that, we're all searching for something, but I really think what we're searching for is self-love, God, the source, the cut-offness. We always feel like we want to go home. Home is the other side. That's the real side. But this side is beautiful. Earth is amazing. It's amazing to be in the human body. And that's what we need to realize. And we need to follow our path. And if we have some elements wrong with us, you can always email me. You can always ask me a few questions. Send me a video. You can go to my website. You can go to my email. So you can do jen-mwys@outlook.com. You can email me. Ask questions. Maybe I can give you a suggestion. Because that's what I would give you over an email, is a suggestion of things that would just hook you up. And that's really the biggest. You just really need that love for your own self, and maybe do things that would make you feel better. And so we just need to, and maybe you want to get off some medication that is just not for you anymore, and you're not sure of how to get off that medication. See, it's very addicting. We don't realize it. It just suppresses the issue wrong with you instead of heals you. And with this session, with the quantum healing session, you literally can get healing. You can literally heal yourself. Isn't that magnificent? Isn't it beautiful that you can heal yourself? I think it's magnificent. I think it's wonderful. I think that we are literally so blessed, but we have to wake up. We have to realize that we're just more than what we give ourselves credit for. That's the biggest. So my message today is really search for yourself. If you're going to search for anyone, search for you. Search to see who you really are. I'm going to put a meditation out here soon, and I'll have it recorded on my podcast, and you guys can listen to it. If you want to do it, that's great. I suggest um, doing it every morning if you can, or whenever is good for you. Sometimes people like to be in their car, sometimes they like to be in their office, wherever you feel comfortable, wherever you feel that you can talk to yourself in a mirror. hmm That's really it, because this meditation, you need a mirror in front of you. You need to be able to look in your eyes. And if you can't look into your eyes, even just saying it, this meditation's beautiful. It really just hooks you up, and I love it. So anyway, I love you guys. You're always loved. Um, I was just feeling it this morning. I just really wanted to put my vibration out there. I realized, so I was talking about listening to Dolores's book, Three Waves of Volunteers, and it's incredible. So she's interviewed all these people to make this book and realized that Earth wasn't evolving fast enough. And it was the humans on planet Earth that were kind of slowing it down, because we kind of got stuck into that negative mindset, not really realizing that we were amazing. And there's volunteers that come down and really just hook the other ones up. There's a lot of new souls at this time, and they're just not sure how to live life. They're just not sure how to make it through. And these volunteers are in human bodies. And I just feel like I'm one of them, because there's three waves. And so the very beginning, there were trailblazers, just people to show us that we can do it, that we can make a change. And then there's others that are like me, who are more of like excluded from the world. And I love people. I really love people. But I realized is that it's hard for me to be around a lot of people, because I feel everyone's energy. I feel everything. And so I kind of back off a little bit, and I do small groups, and I do single individuals as far as just one-on-one, because I realize that I'm just this beacon of light, and that I absorb your doubts, your worries, your fears. Even though I protect myself from it, I can still feel it. And sometimes that weighs me down. And I'm learning. I'm just like you guys, I'm learning. And that's why I love doing my podcast, because I'm equal. Like, I'm not above. I'm learning. I've just stepped out of my box into this universe of amazingness. And I'm just moving forward. And every day is a new day for me. Every day I find a new me, like a new me that I haven't really experienced, a loving me, a caring me, a easygoing me. And I feel like my next step is just being courageous, getting out there. I've noticed I have to work on my own self as I'm talking. That's what I've realized. So you can come and see me in West Yellowstone, Montana. I live next to Yellowstone National Park, so you can always come for a visit and see Yellowstone National Park. And our town is West Yellowstone, Montana. And I have a business license right there in town. You can come to my house. I have my whole studio set up. It's nice. It's very relaxing. And I didn't realize I lived in an incredible spot, but the volcano keeps this magnetic energy that we actually really need. It draws us to it. It's really amazing. There's this energy in that Yellowstone holds. It's just like Hawaii. That is a volcano, and most people are very attracted to it. It's because this energy that we receive subconsciously, not knowing that we're receiving this beautiful energy. Most of us feel rejuvenated after we leave, healed, ready for the world, ready for back to what you're doing. Maybe your job is weighing you down. So you have to look at those things. And I think you have to really put yourself first. And when you do that, the rest is to follow. But you need to put yourself first. You need to love on yourself. You need to self-care. And that's what I'm hoping that people get from my material. And I really appreciate you guys listening to me. I won't go too long. I have some sessions today. So, peace and love, and just carry on. Be the best you can be. Not for the sake of anyone else, for the sake of you. Be the best you can be for you. And that's what's great. And if you have bad thoughts or bad intentions, really just resonate with it and see why those are coming to you. What are you supposed to learn from it? What is, you can step back and why is this being presented to me? You can ask your angels for guidance. Maybe they'll lead you to something light. Maybe you will see light. I don't know. That's why I always suggest a session if you can. So thank you so much for listening to me. I don't want to speak too long. It has got some things going on, but thank you so much for everything, like listening to me, coming to my website, checking Dolores's website out. I just appreciate really all of it. And I send my love. I hope you get the message you're looking for. And I hope to do my podcast soon, or my meditation soon on my podcast. And as well, I plan to do a podcast with my practitioner classmate Blair. We're going to do some podcasts. So I hope you get something from that too as well. So take care, love yourself, put yourself first, and there you go. Thank you and namaste.